Hi, boys and girls. Okay, we are back again now after listening to the story A Very Hungry Caterpillar by Eric Carle. We are now going to learn how to draw our caterpillar step by step, and we're also going to draw a big, beautiful butterfly step by step, okay? So we're going to talk about different lines and shapes, and we're also going to talk about symmetry. Okay, so to get started, you're going to need a piece of paper and a pencil. A black marker is optional, and also you can see here that I have color construction paper. So if you have one sheet of color construction paper, that's great, or if you have two sheets, because one could be the leaf and then one can be the background, okay? Those are optional. So you would need scissors and glue if you have construction paper. Okay, to get started with our little caterpillar right here, we need to start with a series of curves. Curved lines across the top of our caterpillar's back. Okay, these are the segments to our caterpillar's body. All right, so you're going to take your piece of paper, your drawing paper, please fold it in half. So we know at the top of the paper will be our caterpillar, and the bottom of the paper will be the big, beautiful butterfly. Okay, so to get started then, to draw our segments across the top, we're going to go straight across the top. I'm going to start towards the edge of my paper here and watch the curved lines I'm going to make. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. See those 6 curved lines that go straight across in a row? Leave room for our caterpillar's head. All right, I'm going to pull this a little bit closer so we can see a little bit better. There we go. Okay, the next curved lines will be across the bottom of the caterpillar's body, okay? And the segments will match up. So this curve has to be the same as the top curve. Watch. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, so we have 2 sets of curved lines, both going across in a horizontal direction. All right, let's close in our segments of our insect's body, or our caterpillar's body. So I'm going to draw a straight line down here. I'm going to come over here and draw another straight line. Now let's close in the segments. So I'm going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lines that come down. It meets the top curve meets with the bottom curve. There is my caterpillar's body. Now let's create the caterpillar's head right here. We're going to draw a curved line. It almost looks like a circle. It's going to start at this last segment of the caterpillar's body. It's going to curve around and it's going to stop right there. Okay. When I look at the illustration that Eric Carle made for his caterpillar, okay, we can see that the caterpillar has really big eyes, a mouth, some little antennas right there. So let's go ahead and draw those. Let's have fun drawing these little antennas. Just like that. It's like a little looped line. Starts here on the caterpillar's head, it comes up, it loops, and it comes straight back down like that. Okay? Now the next step is to draw the caterpillar's eyes. These eyes are nice and big, and watch. We have 2 big ovals. 2 big ovals. Let's go inside with 2 smaller ovals. Okay, it's like that. And then his little mouth. I'm kind of drawing, it looks like a triangular shape, but without any points on it. All right, next up, the caterpillar has some feet here. And Eric Carle gave this caterpillar 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Look at 6 little feet. And then we're going to see how they turn into the legs of the butterfly later. All right, so his 6 little feet here. Now watch. I'm going to put a little foot right here, little foot right here, little foot right here, foot right here, here. There we go. All right, now our caterpillar has his 6 feet. Another fun thing we can put on our caterpillar, look at all the little fuzzy, like the little hairy lines. Okay, like little hairs sticking off the top of the segments of our caterpillar. You can do that too. Okay. All right. So now that we've got our caterpillar drawn, our caterpillar, remember, once it eats through all the food and through his leaf, he makes his cocoon. Okay. That's where he's going to transform. And during those 2 weeks, he will change inside that cocoon. He'll transform from his body as a caterpillar into this very beautiful butterfly. It's like magic, right, guys? Okay. So let's create our ladybug. So not our ladybug, I'm sorry, our butterfly. So let's create a head. We're going to draw a circle for our butterfly's head. Leave room on the right side and on the left side for big symmetrical wings. All right. For the butterfly's body, see how I'm drawing a line like this? Everybody can draw the same line. I'm going to draw the other part of the body like this. Bring it over to meet like that. Again, boys and girls, you may stop and pause the video at any point to get caught up. To draw these big, huge, beautiful wings. Here's another one that I did at school, but at school we had watercolor paints, and we're not going to use watercolor paints. But you can see how these beautiful symmetrical wings stretch so far out to the side of the paper. All right, so let's do that. Let's start with one wing. We are going to go almost all the way over to the corner of the paper. Look how far that line has stretched. Let's do the same thing over here. Boys and girls, take it as far as you can on your piece of paper. Now we're going to draw the bottom of the wing and take it all the way out like that. This one's going to go all the way out like that. So we have really big, beautiful wings. Now, when I was looking at Eric Carle's butterfly, okay, I wanted to recreate this beautiful butterfly as best as I could and see how across the end here we've got 1, 2, 3 curved lines. So we are going to do the same thing. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to make this one come out a little bit more. And 4. Now, the wings on a butterfly are symmetrical. And that means what you see on the right side, you see exactly the same thing on the left side. So I need to recreate these curves. 1, 2, 3. This last one comes out a little bit more. 4. Okay, now I've got symmetrical wings. They would be called asymmetrical if the wings were not the same on each side. So let's go ahead and draw our butterfly's eyes. He's happy now. Let's put a little smile on our butterfly if you'd like to do that. I'm going to divide each wing up with 1. See how I'm dividing it where it comes to the curve right here? 2, and then 3. Okay, we're going to do the same thing over here. It has to be the same. So 1, 2, and 3. Okay, now, boys and girls, there are definitely a lot more shapes, lines, patterns, okay, in our butterfly, okay, than what we have up in our caterpillar. So let's think about what we put on the right side. Again, what we put over here, I need to put over here. It's like a mirror image of the other side. I can also add 2 circles here, 2 circles here. If I have 1, 2, 3 curved lines here, 1, 2, 3, oops, I meant 4, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 curved lines over here. I'm going to have 1, 2, 3, 4 over here. All right. 2 big loops here, 2 big loops right there. Let's switch it up. Maybe I'm going to do a long rectangle inside this part of the wing and a long rectangle over here. Okay. And finish up with some more circles that are all inside each other. Okay, just like that. Boys and girls, notice I did not draw my antennas right here yet because we're going to draw them on our construction paper. And I'm going to at least put my 2 legs right here. I'm going to start right down here. Okay, but I'm going to stop because we're going to cut this out in just a second. And then 2 legs right here, I will continue them after I cut that out, okay, and glue it down. Same with those antennas. Boys and girls, when you start to color your caterpillar, think about different greens. If you can find some different greens inside your crayon box, that would be great. That's what I did with the different greens right here. So we have regular green, we have yellow green, we have green yellow, and we have screaming green. This one's called screaming green right here. So if you have some different greens, that would be great. If you just have one green, that's fine. Use just one green, all right? What Eric Carle did was, you can see his colors here are so amazing. Eric Carle is an American-born author of children's books, artist and illustrator. So what he did with all of his art and his books, he painted huge sheets of paper, okay, huge sheets of paper, and like if he was creating this, his caterpillar, he would take a big sheet of paper and he'd paint all these different greens and even yellow and blend his colors together. When things were dry, he'd cut them out and glue them down to another piece of paper, okay? So all these things were cut and glued, all right? Similar to all these things that when we cut out pictures and glue it to a background. Okay, so let's see, when you start coloring, think about how you can use, all right, your different greens. Okay. Different greens going all the way along. And jumping around a little bit. These different colors. Is that green one going to show up? Not as bright as the other one. So if you have some fluorescent crayons, of course that works too. Okay. And I won't take the time to color all of these in. You guys can stop your video and continue to color, but you can see that on this one, my caterpillar's head is red. Okay, use whatever colors you want inside your eyes. I was following along with Eric Carle's story, and I did yellow with green in the center, blue antennas, just like this. All right, when you're done coloring your caterpillar, then it is time to color your butterfly, okay? So again, like I said, it's symmetrical. So if I'm going to have this really cool turquoise on the top part of the wing over here, filling this all in, should I pick up a regular blue or a green and use it over here? No, I should use the same color to make it symmetrical. All right, so you're going to use the same, this is like a turquoisey blue, it's called blue-green. Okay, and again, like I said, I am not, just like I stopped coloring in the caterpillar, I will not color in the whole butterfly because it will take me too long on this video, I think. But we can jump ahead to the next thing. All right, we'll pretend this is all colored in. So you've colored in your butterfly. I don't know, I keep wanting to call it a ladybug. When you color in your butterfly and color in your caterpillar, it's time to get your scissors and you're going to cut these out. Okay. Maybe before you cut those out, I'm going to show you my green piece of paper here. So don't cut those out yet, boys and girls. If you have a green piece of construction paper, I want to show you how I drew that leaf right there. Okay, so if you have green, go ahead and watch how I'm going to draw this leaf. I'm going to draw a really big curved line like this. Let me get out my Sharpie is starting to wear out. So big curve like this, okay, for the top of the leaf. And now watch. Oh, that is glued down, but underneath my curve on my leaf goes around like this. I'm going to make that touch. Curve on my leaf goes around like that. So I'm going to leave that right there. If you would like to draw a leaf similar to this, you can go ahead and draw that. Okay. If you have another piece of construction paper, go ahead and get that out. I'm putting this all out. If you have. So right here I used purple, okay? So how about, I'll find something really bright like this yellow right here. Okay, so I'm going to use yellow for that background. If you just have one piece of colored construction paper, go ahead and cut out your two characters and glue them down to your colored piece of construction paper. You don't have to have the big leaf, but if you do have green paper and you would like to make a big leaf, go right ahead. Now I'm going to put that big green leaf right at the top where that caterpillar would go. Okay, just like that. You're going to get a glue stick and glue that down. Once those are glued down, go ahead and cut out your two characters. We're going to glue them down. If you don't have colored construction paper, boys and girls, that's fine. Leave your characters just like this on your drawing paper. Leave your caterpillar at the top and your butterfly down below. You could even draw little leaves on your piece of paper to go around your caterpillar. You could draw ice cream cones, all those things in the story that we read about. Okay, you can draw those little different things of food that the caterpillar ate. You could draw those around in a circle, and then all of a sudden he becomes this beautiful butterfly. Okay, if you're going to cut these out, carefully go around your caterpillar. Do not cut out. See, I'm not cutting out the antennas. I'm just leaving those right there. Okay, you don't have to try to cut around those little feet, those 6 little feet. You can leave white space around it. That is totally fine. Okay? And you will get your glue stick. Okay, get your glue stick and glue that down on top. Your caterpillar can go this way, however you want to glue your caterpillar on top is fine. Then when it is time for your big, beautiful butterfly, get that out. Again, I'll have to pretend that mine is all colored in. Going around my little butterfly's head. Okay. I can cut a little bit out on the sides. You don't have to cut that all out if you don't want to. All right. Then this gets glued down right here. So get your glue stick out and get enough glue on the back. I'm using tape because, boys and girls, I didn't pull my glue stick out before I started recording. Okay, so we're going to glue that down. Now watch how I create his antennas that I drew right on there. So go ahead and with a pencil or a black marker, see how I just drew those 2 little antennas? A little circle at the top. I already drew the top 2 legs, and how about, there are 4 legs now, and then 6. There we go. That's how I created the antenna and the legs on my beautiful butterfly. All right, boys and girls, have fun drawing your very hungry caterpillar and your beautiful butterfly, and I would like to see your drawings. You can always take a picture and email them to me, waltersk@dexterschools.org, or nicholsj@dexterschools.org. Mrs. Nichols and I always love to see everybody's art. Okay, boys and girls, have fun. Bye-bye.